The city of Flagstaff is looking for a way to help veterans living in northern Arizona. Recently, city officials traveled down to the state legislature to testify in favor of House Bill 2329, which would allow for a veterans care home in Flagstaff.
With no scheduled city council meeting this Tuesday, Michaela Clark sat down with the mayor today to find out more on this issue and others.
Here in the studio with Flagstaff Mayor Jerry Nabours. Thank you for joining us today. So, a bill to fund a state portion of a veterans assisted living facility in Flagstaff was passed last week in the House and is moving to the Senate this Wednesday.
Yes, this is a great facility. It's assisted living facility. As you mentioned, it would be built in Flagstaff, and it's a three-way agreement. The city has to provide the land and this infrastructure. The state will provide $10 million, and the federal government will provide $20 million. So we have the city's part done, and we hope that this session we will have $10 million appropriation, and then we will go to the federal government for their share, and we'll get this facility built.
All right. So the zoning codes often come up in Flagstaff, and there's a few misconceptions.
Well, the zoning code is a huge document, and it applies to every piece of property in Flagstaff in some way. One of the amendments we dealt with recently was a change from having two tracks, where if you have a 3-bedroom apartment, one track you go down if you want to rent it by the apartment, and a completely different track if you want to rent it by the bedroom. And what we concluded was that there's really no difference. It's still the same number of people no matter how you rent it. And so we have made things simpler and more common sense and put both of those facilities on the same course.
All right, so elections are coming up in November. What's your plan?
November 8th, I will be running for re-election. I was first elected in 2012, then re-elected in 2014. It's a 2-year term, so I will come up this year. Elections are kind of fun. You know, it gives the people a choice, and we get out and campaign and point out the differences in each other and the candidates, and so I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you for joining us today. For more information, visit naztoday.com.
Thanks, Michaela. Flagstaff City Council member Coral Evans announced in January that she will be running against Nabours in this year's mayoral election.